Dream Destiny destinations. Explore the world beyond borders. Discover history, nature, and unforgettable journeys.
Across the ocean near the middle of the earth, a country made of islands appears. Indonesia. It's not just one big piece of land, but more than 17,000 islands. Each one has its own story, its own way of life, and its own rhythm. Born from fiery volcanoes and old ocean paths, Indonesia's history is alive in its temples, its old ways, and its busy cities. Here, old customs mix with the energy of today, making a strong and lively society. Imagine thick forests, rice fields built like stairs, and villages shaped by hundreds of years of trading and people moving around. Indonesia's waterways have always connected its people, helping to create a society that is both different and deeply linked. To understand Indonesia, you need to look at how people and ideas have moved across its seas. It's like a big blanket woven from many different cultures. Our trip will show you Indonesia's rich history, its lively cultures, and the everyday lives of its people. Risto bidu we where old ways and new ways meet. This is the story of a country known for changing, for new ideas, and for the lasting power of human culture. Indonesia is the biggest country made of islands in the world, stretching over 5,000 kilometers from east to west. It has more than 17,500 islands, but only about 6,000 have people living on them. It sits right on the equator, which gives it a warm climate and lots of different plants and animals. Its important spot between the Indian and Pacific Oceans has made it a busy place for ships for hundreds of years. The capital city, Jakarta, is a huge city and the center of Indonesia's money and politics. With over 279 million people, Indonesia is the fourth most populated country. Everyone is connected by the national language, Bahasa Indonesia. The islands are very different. Sumatra and Borneo have rainforests. Java has volcanoes. Bali has its own special culture. And then there are the famous Spice Islands. Each area has grown its own identity, shaped by its land, its history, and how it has interacted with its neighbors. The mountains keep things separate, so Mawiskin o de Berde, Suckerben Steinstim Steppery, the seas connect things. This creates the base for Indonesia's amazing mix of cultures. Understanding this land is key to truly seeing Indonesia's complicated human story. Before it became the country it is today, Indonesia's islands were home to powerful kingdoms. These kingdoms were shaped by trade and great spiritual achievements, ideas from India mixed with local beliefs, leading to empires like Srivijaya, a Buddhist sea trading center in Sumatra. On Java, the Sailendra and Mataram families built Borobudur, a giant Buddhist temple, and Prambanan, a beautiful Hindu temple. These big buildings, standing next to each other, show a time of peace between religions and amazing art. Later, the Majapahit Empire spread its power across all the islands, leaving behind a legacy of unity and culture. Borobudur and Prambanan are not just old ruins, they are living symbols of Indonesia's deep roots and creative spirit. Their stones speak of the glory of old empires and the beginnings of a diverse country. Indonesia's saying, "Unity and diversity," is clearest in how many religions it has. It's home to the most Muslims in the world, but Indonesia's Islam is varied, shaped by hundreds of years of local traditions and outside influences. Bali is still a lively center for Hinduism, mixing old beliefs with daily customs and amazing ceremonies. Christianity and Buddhism also do well, each with deep historical roots and special local ways of showing them. The country's main idea, Pancasila, protects this mix, making religious diversity a main part of what it means to be Indonesian. In Indonesia, faith is part of everyday life, creating a society that is both very spiritual and wonderfully diverse. Life in Indonesia is like a dance between new ways and old ways. In cities like Jakarta, things move very fast. Tall buildings, new tech companies, and a lively young culture push the country forward. But most Indonesians live in small villages, where life follows the rhythms of the land and the sea. Farmers work in rice fields at sunrise, fishermen go out at sunset, and community ties stay strong. The local market, or pasar, is the heart of daily life, a place to trade, chat, and connect. Smells of spices and tropical fruits fill the air, showing the country's many different foods. Families often live in both worlds, with some members in cities and others in villages, sharing money and old ways. This mix of new ideas and old ways shapes Indonesian society, balancing big goals with community values. This lively push and pull is what makes the country what it is today. Indonesian food is a trip through strong tastes and rich traditions. Each area offers special dishes: nasi goreng, fried rice, satay skewers, and rendang, a beef dish cooked slowly from West Sumatra. Key ingredients like sambal, a spicy sauce, coconut milk and spices create complicated, unforgettable tastes. Street food stalls and family kitchens serve up dishes that mix sweet, sour, salty, and spicy in every bite. From Java's satay with peanut sauce to Bali's fragrant sat lilit. Food is a way to celebrate local identity. Markets are full of fresh produce, snacks, and sweets, making every meal an adventure for your senses. Indonesian food tells the country's story, one delicious bite at a time. Indonesia is a country of young people. More than half its population is under 30, bringing new ideas and change. Young Indonesians are good with technology, like starting businesses, and are eager to shape their future. Education is very important, with families putting money into schools and universities to open up new chances. Tech startups and creative businesses are growing fast, turning cities into places of new ideas. Social media helps young people get organized, speak up, and ask leaders to be responsible. Things like protecting the environment and fairness in society inspire strong actions. While respecting old ways, the new generation isn't afraid to question how things are done. This mix of big dreams and digital skills is changing Indonesia's society and economy. The country's future will be written by what its young people want to achieve. Indonesia's special quality is its many different cultures, over 300 groups of people, each with their own languages, customs, and arts. From the Minangkabau in Sumatra, where women are in charge, to the Toraja in Sulawesi, traditions are as varied as the islands themselves. Special buildings, like roofs shaped like buffalo horns and houses shaped like boats, show local identity. Fabric arts are popular. Java's batik cloth and the ikat weaving from the eastern islands are famous worldwide. Music and dance go from the mesmerizing Balinese gamelan, a type of orchestra, to the graceful court dances of Java. This living heritage is celebrated in festivals and daily life, passed down from parents to children. Even though global changes bring challenges, there's a growing effort to keep and promote Indonesia's mix of cultures. It is this rich tapestry of traditions that makes Indonesia one of the world's most interesting countries. For thousands of years, Indonesia has been a meeting point where traders, ideas, and cultures come together. Its important sea routes are still vital for world trade, making the country a key player in global matters. Indonesia's identity as a sea nation shapes its plans for the future, connecting the Pacific and Indian Oceans. Culturally, it's a place where global trends meet old traditions, creating a lively, changing society. Musicians, filmmakers, and artists mix local heritage with global influences, creating a unique modern identity. Indonesia's story is one of coming together, of continents, oceans, people, and ideas. Its strength and diversity are its biggest advantages, making sure its role as an important meeting point will only grow. The next part of its story promises new adventures, across lands as beautiful as its history.
Thank you for traveling with Dream Destiny Destinations. Subscribe, and let the next adventure begin. See you in the next journey.